Walker, Minnesota, on the shores of Leech Lake, site of the 2007 Minnesota Governor's Fishing Opener. This annual event draws politicians and media from all around the state. But for the host communities, it's an opportunity to share the culture of the area. And for the 10,000 plus members of the Leech Lake tribe that calls this area home, it's a chance to share hospitality. And on the day before opener, a special drum ceremony. The ceremony honors those that are at the event as well as those who are not. The ceremony also promotes unity and strength for those who take part in this celebration. Walker is home to over 1,000 year-round residents, but the population around Leech Lake swells to nearly 10,000 during the summer. According to locals, Leech Lake is a renewed and repaired lake that has seen a vigorous restocking program by the Minnesota DNR that has returned the fishery back to what it once was, a jewel among the thousands of lakes across the state.
All right, it's opening morning. We got a nice breeze coming in off this point, and we want to just drift right down the shoreline. We're going to let the wind work for us. We'll use the bow mount to kind of control where we're at depth-wise, but then to control our speed, we're going to be using a drift sock. That's a great thing to use, even if there's just a slight breeze and just a little bit of chop. It's going to slow your drift dramatically and allow you to control your boat better and stay on top of the fish. When there's a little bit of breeze, you won't be drifting all over the place. And today we're fishing with Pete Rogers, who's one of the hosts for the Minnesota Governor's Opener. And Pete, you've been fishing this area for a long time. You know, I'm sure you've seen a lot of perches. Well, probably average size perch.
That's about the average, yeah.
You get some true jumbos in the lake.
Oh yeah, we'll hit some yet today.
But you've been fishing the lake for a long time. And what have you seen as far as the fishing goes? The walleye and the perch?
Well, they're here. It's just a matter, there's not as many as they used to be, but we got this thing coming back now with a lot of stocking and slot limit and reduced limit. And, they're coming back. Last winter we had a terrific winter out in the lake, so they're here. It's just a matter of finding them.
And catching them.
And catching them, yeah, that's just it.
Here's your profile for the 2007 Governor's Opener here on Leech Lake. Now Leech Lake, it's really important to play the wind. The walleyes really relate to those windy shorelines and windy points. And so look to where that wind has been blowing in the last few days, and you're going to want to fish those points that have rocky shorelines, but that tapers down into some sand and maybe some gravel. And that's where you're going to find those fish. Now with the bright skies like this, expect those fish to be a little bit deeper. If it was cloudy, those fish would be right up on those rocky shorelines, but since the sun is high and bright, fish out on those break lines and you're going to find the most walleyes.
There, I got it.
There. That's on one of those big shiners too,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
not a perch. It's that little jig that...
No, it's a walleye.
Yeah.
All right,
Perfect
Pete,
size.
you're on the board.
Yeah, perfect size. That's one, we got one apiece now. He hit that and dropped it about 3 times and finally kept.
A nice perch mixed in with the walleyes. We've kind of been in a drought for the walleyes, but we're still getting a few of these nice jumbo perch, and so they'll be just as tasty, if not actually I'd prefer to eat perch over walleyes any day. But so we'll fry some of these up too.
Well, the perch fry for Adam may have to wait, but with a hearty shore lunch of walleyes waiting at Hubbell's Resort, no one's complaining. This shore lunch also provides another opportunity for residents to interact with members of the media and Governor Tim Pawlenty, after which it's back out on the water.
You know, the slot limit 18 to 26 inches have to go back, and so we're getting plenty that are a little bit below the slot, so we got some good fish to eat, and there's lots of these eater size in Leech Lake. pretty good opener, I'd say.
This is probably the most boats you'll see here all summer. It just doesn't get a lot of pressure.
Well, Pete, I'd just like to thank you for hosting me at this opener. It was a pleasure fishing with you and enjoying this great weather. We even had some good fishing while we were out there.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate the ride and the fishing.
You bet.
It was great.
You
Kind
bet.
of fun to just sit back and fish.
And after a day on the water, it's back to our cabin at Acorn Hill Resort. The Walker area offers over 50 lodging choices, from campgrounds to full-service resorts like Acorn Hill, which is situated along the shores of Leech Lake's Pine Point. That's where Governor Pawlenty caught his stringer of walleyes this year. Take a dip in the sauna and then enjoy some camaraderie around the campfire, and you'll see why Leech Lake is our Explore Minnesota vacation destination of the week.